Hey everybody, welcome back. Today on the bench I've got something different. It's a radio, but it's a Tecnico model 1050 and made in 1950. Now these are affectionately known as the Fortress, and they are too. So actually every time I think of the name I always think of Superman's Fortress of Solitude, just like there. Alright, so great condition, absolutely great condition. I think it's a great looking radio. So we've got tone, volume, tuning, on off, cool. So just broadcast only. And it's got the obligatory dots of paint on it, you know. And yep, aluminium mesh there, I guess, yeah. And on the back as well. And just noticed now, boy, it's heavy. And there we have, what have we got? So we've got aerial, earth, and pickup. Okay, cool. And what's left of the power cord? Okay. I'm going to get this out, and we will have a look at it and see if we can make it work. Well, I got the sucker out, and as you can see, a little bit of damage there. Somebody's been at it before. I certainly didn't do that. And the old mesh here, it's got a little bit of a dent there, but I'm not going to worry about that. The dial glass is in excellent condition. There's our, what we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valves, and whatever the mixer is, and the other two. It's got to be a 6v6 and probably a 5x3. I'm guessing. But yeah, all good. Output trannies there, and here's the inside of it. And it's, I thought it was going to have been recapped by somebody, previous owner. This also came out of the deceased estate, but from what I can see, no, nothing, never been touched. Just had the power cord cut, and hopefully this won't be a problem to getting to work. Now, I've already spied the output transformer primaries, and they're both connected to 6v6. So, let's just connect up the audio generator and see if we get some sound. Certainly do. Alright. What are we dealing with here? Well, what's that? You can never read them properly. 25 microfarad there. Don't know what that one is. Could be a cathode bypass. I think it is. Yeah, definitely connected to the. No, it's connected to the 5x3. So anyway, the schematic link is down below, of course, and. But I'm going to get some power to it first, and we'll just see if we've got any issues, any shorts. Okay, got power to it. Let's have a look at the main cap. Monitor that. And give it a bit of power. See what we get. Take it slow. See one of the dial globes lighting up already, so that's good. At 130 volts, and absolutely nothing is happening. So, do we have a dud rectifier? No, we don't. No. I think it just needed a bit of time to kick in and said, what the hell's going on here? Bring it up about 150 volts. $190, 200 volts. Yeah, that's not going to cut it, is it? So, I'll swap out that rectifier valve. It could be that. That's the easiest thing to do. Otherwise it could be just dud filter caps, but we will find out. I'll go search for a valve. I've replaced the valve and we'll give this another go, see what happens. Ah, dearie, dearie me, we have a short. Just bring the camera around. Current limiter, so if I bring it up to 150 volts, there we go. So something's amiss. I'll take that valve out and try it again. Didn't notice the thing come on before, but anyway. Right, so no rectifier, and of course no short. Alright, try another valve. Actually, I'll put the original one back in. Original one's back in, and let's... Yeah, no short. So that valve, my replacement, that one's in the bin. Right, I'll find another one. Okay, here we go again. Third time lucky? Was that the third time? This is the third time? What are we getting? Again, nothing. Nothing. Oh, here we go. I'm at 200 volts. This ain't gonna cut it. Alright. Think of something else. Well, I'm a bloody idiot. That's a cathode bypass. And we were getting 4 or 5 volts, whatever, which is probably normal because they peak at around, I don't know, 7 to 10 volts. Let's try and monitor the proper cap. And that's an 8 microfarad. There's our cathode there. And there's our negative side. Dearie me. I just saw 25 microfarad and just thought, anyway. Come on, it happens to everybody. Alright, up we go. Well, that's a lot better, isn't it? Touch the antenna. I'm at 200 volts and it works. Well,
you can manage your Mikey and plan your journey on the PTV app. So plan your journey and check for any disruptions to your travel at
the volume was turned right down.
/footy.
Oh man.
Clearance on now by the Samsung Galaxy.
Oh man. I reckon obviously the original 5x3 was okay too. At least I found a dud valve out of it. Oh, I thought this was going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm sort of, in a way, I'm disappointed. I was hoping for something, you know, to challenge me, but it's a great radio. I love it, actually. I really do. I'm just going to, look, I'll partially recap and come back, and we'll put those filter caps in, and we'll just run a test after that one, and then rinse and repeat. Rightio, got the caps in, filter caps, both of them, and well, the main one there, 8 microfarad, and the cathode bypass. And we've got our 16 microfarad. I thought it was 25, it's not. And I also changed the coupling cap coming out of the output of the volume pot. Hey, why not? I was there. So let's monitor the main cap. And see what we get. Pardon me, I'll just turn the variac on. Waiting for my multimeter to power up so I can see what voltage we're putting out. Of course, that's about 107 volts. Geez, that's quick. Look at that. And I'll bring it up to 200. Big difference with new caps in there, isn't there? And here it comes.
Him and Michael Ross were the first two players to be ever awarded the Lee Matthews Trophy.
What a great...
I pick it.
1.
I think Saturday night.
I feel if that's now, I reckon he's looking at 4 to 5. Yeah.
Great sound.
Even without Bailey Smith getting a concussion, that was an aggressive hit.
Yeah. And
so, yeah, there are a lot of texts along
the tone works as well.
People really struggle with the outcome contributing to your punishment, but that is, I've used this analogy so many times, entirely consistent with real life.
All right. There's nothing really to do but change the caps. But in the meantime, check out this commercial.
This is it, gang. The greatest value in official Space Patrol equipment we've ever offered. 4-power, full-field, fixed-focus space binoculars that you can see way off in the distance with. Hold them in your hand or wear them on your head like Major Robertson is doing. Just think, he's watching Cadet Happy and he's blocks and blocks away. See, here's how Hap looks to Major Robertson through his space binoculars. Yes, sir, space binoculars make everything in the distance look bigger, closer, and clearer.
Boys and girls, the space binoculars you get be exactly like mine. They'll have 4 powerful, pure lucite lenses. They'll have this elastic band to hold them in place in your head. And they'll have Space Patrol written on the front, just like mine have.
To get a pair of space binoculars exactly like Buzz Corey's, buy a box of Instant Ralston. Then, with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and an Instant Ralston box top to Space Patrol, Box 812, St. Louis, Missouri. If you don't agree that your binoculars are tops, return them. We'll return your money. That's Space Patrol, Box 812, St. Louis, Missouri. Now, have you guessed what Buzz Corey has for you in the mystery box? Well, let's take a look and see if you're right. Oh, boy, look. A pair of those wonderful new Space Patrol space binoculars. Jumpin' Jupiter, are they ever terrific? Remember how Hap looked through them and saw the commander way, way off in the distance flashing that light at him? Well, you'll be able to see that way, way off in the distance with yours, too. Yes, sirree, these are real 4-power plastic binoculars. And when you look through them, they make everything in the distance look bigger and closer and clearer. Fun? Man, oh, man. See these kids coming out of school? Pretty far away, aren't they? But, wow, look at them now. Here's how you'd see them through space binoculars. Yes, sir, space binoculars bring things right up close to you. Boy, think of the fun. You can study birds in the trees. See people coming blocks away. See baseball players bigger and clearer. And do hundreds of other exciting things with your space binoculars all year long. And don't forget, your binoculars are just like the ones Buzz Corey uses.
You betcha, gang. And take it from me, these big, powerful space binoculars are the greatest value we've ever offered. But remember, it's only for a limited time, so don't get left out. Send for your Space Patrol binoculars
The
today.
Fortress is all completed, recapped, re-resisted, everything. So, and no problems with this whatsoever, and it was an absolute joy to work on. It really was. So I'm going to get this back in the case, and we'll power it up for that final test. Okay, all done. And I forgot to mention in the last scene, what kid in 1950s America would not have wanted a Space Patrol space binoculars? Shit, I would have. Oh, man. What a great commercial. Anyway, here it is. And I think I've got it turned off. Just connect the power. And let's power it up and hopefully it works. Oh, yeah. And the one thing about this radio I did notice, without an antenna, you get bugger all out of it. I mean, you have to turn the volume right up and you can just hear a station. But anyway, that's not a problem. Oh, there it comes.
I think that did the injury. I don't think it was. No, I did it somewhere else, doing something else, and I remember doing it, but then I don't. You know when you do that, like you get a bruise and you knock yourself.
What a super sound. Turn them off. Well, there we have it. The Tecnico Fortress is done. And again, I just really love the radio. I think it's just great, and you just don't see them for sale. Didn't know they existed until it showed up at my door. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you found it interesting, something different. And I will catch you all again very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Sorry. Have fun and be safe. Bye.
In time, you will come to regard me not only with respect and awe, but with love.
Never